Welcome to Make Sylacauga Healthy Again. I'm your host, Dr. Jonathan Douglas of Broadway Spinal Care. And today's topic, like every topic we talk about on the show, is something I want you to look into. I'm not recommending you do it because we're not making any medical recommendations. I'm just telling you investigate it because it might be something that really helps you. Today's topic is fasting. It's something that Tara and I have done frequently. It's something that has huge benefits. And so I'm going to talk to you about fasting, why I'm fasting right now, and show you a disgusting picture of what I've been eating for 4 days and why. Stay tuned. One of the worst things you can do in life is just get in a rhythm, because a rhythm can, especially on food is what we're talking about today, the rhythm just exposes your body to the same things over and over again, and then your immune system starts to react, and then some people go to the extremes of having an autoimmune kind of a disorder or problem. But people get in this rhythm and then things sneak in. And that has happened for me. So I love dates and I love figs, and Costco has the most amazing ones. And so I got a bag, and then every once in a while I just started snacking on figs and dates, and I didn't really think much about it. And I'm a person, my great-grandmother was this way, I'm a person who weighs every single day. And I stopped weighing about, 6 months ago or something. I don't know why. I just did. Got out of the habit of it, got in a rhythm of eating a little bit of figs and a little bit of dates. And then I thought, you know what? My pants are a little bit tight. I'm going to go ahead and weigh again. I was 6 pounds heavier. That is not happening. Jonathan is not going to be 6 pounds heavier. So I got back into thinking about fast, and I don't know if anyone's seen it, but there's this thing called a sardine fast that people are talking a lot about. And so I thought, you know what? Never tried that. I've done juice fast. I've done water fast. So let's try a sardine fast. And the reason we do this is because it stimulates your body. It gives you a lot of good healthy fats, a lot of good healthy protein, and it stimulates your body to reduce inflammation and kick out a lot of that stored fat that you've been holding, and especially a lot of the stored sugars that you have in your liver. So we'll talk about each day and what it looks like, but Chris is going to throw up a disgusting picture. So this is what I eat 4 times a day. So 4 tins of that, and then I do salmon right before bed, so just a tin of salmon. It's about 800 calories. Mustard has almost no calories. It helps so much with the taste, and it helps just kind of get you through it. And I put a little bit of pepper on there just because pepper doesn't have any kind of effect on a fast either. You have to make sure you're drinking a lot of water, a lot of electrolytes. And again, I'm not recommending you do this. I'm just recommending maybe you look into fasting. But what you notice, the thing that's so interesting, is that the first day is kind of disgusting and you're really hungry and a little bit lightheaded. The second day, typically are really lightheaded kind of in the morning, and you definitely feel hungry. And then about that second day, you start to think, okay, I can make it through this. And you don't want to cheat, because if you cheat at that point, then you blow the whole thing and you put so much progress into this. Third day, you really don't think about food much at all. I kind of had to force myself to eat the sardines and salmon, not just because it's kind of disgusting to eat them on an everyday basis and for breakfast, but because I really didn't care much about them. And then I woke up this morning, so we're on 4th day now, and I had to decide that I was going to eat because I really had no hunger at all. And we're not trying to starve ourselves. That's not the way you do things, because starvation creates stress, and stress creates your body holding on to things. So we don't want that. We're supplying a lot of good minerals, a lot of good fats, a lot of good protein. And so I know that I had to eat those sardines, and that was from this morning, that picture. But I'm down 6 pounds is what I see within 4 days. And that's not going to be maintained unless I have a strict reintroduction plan. And I can talk about that on a show in the future if people have interest. But 4th day, I'm really not going to think about food very much. I've done this a bunch of times. I can tell you, you're going to be okay at that point. 5th day, you're not going to think about food at all. You're going to notice that you probably dropped about 10 pounds in 5 days. That's pretty normal. And then on day 6, what I'm going to do is start reintroducing a little bit of carbs, not much, a lot of protein, a lot of fat, and do that for about 5 days. and then reevaluate. If you're not thinking about your weight, then in my opinion, you are missing one of the biggest things you can do for yourself health-wise. If you're carrying extra around, then it weighs you down and it's going to get you sick at some point. I let myself slip and I wasn't really eating unhealthy things. I was just kind of going in between meals and eating things that I wasn't thinking about carb-wise, and it will get you, and it'll get you fast. Look into fasting, which is one of the craziest words I think in the English language, because there is nothing fast when you're on a fast. It certainly goes very slowly. Look into fasting. It might help you. We'll see you next time.